Oh gosh.
All right. Good morning.
All
Oh
right.
no, I
Oh
always do
no.
that.
I
It's
know.
not morning. Good afternoon.
No.
It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week, May 29th. Can't
Yeah.
believe that Monday is going to be June already.
It's crazy.
It is. I mean, May just kind of flew by. We had talked about earlier in this month in May, the traditional Smelt Festival would have been May 1st, but what you actually don't know is we were in the process of actually changing that festival to be June 5th, so we'd have better weather. Of course, today
Oh,
is rainy out, so
yeah.
who knows what you're going to get in these times, but yeah, isn't that crazy to think we're
It
already
is
going into
crazy.
June? So
I can't
last
believe
night,
we made it through 6 months already.
I
Well,
know,
almost. How long have we
almost.
been in quarantine? 90 days? Or 80
Let's
days?
see. So things started happening 11 weeks ago, but things started
Wow.
to close down, I would say 10 or 9 weeks ago, depending on what industry you were in. So speaking
Mm.
of that, phase 2 guidelines and templates and details are on the New York Forward website right now. They were uploaded this morning. It's funny because I had looked on the website and all the information was there. And then when I went back and checked around 8:30, it was missing hair salon information, but now it's back up there. So phase 2 is not starting when we thought it was going to. We just found that out right now. But in the meantime, all of that information is online. So check that out if you are in real estate, you have a professional office, in-store retail information, vehicle sales, leases, and rentals. That information is on there, commercial building management, and hair salons and barber shops. There's all kinds of guidance on there. It'll be on our website as well. I've literally been in meetings all morning long, so I haven't had a chance to really read through everything yet. Our office is usually asked all kinds of questions on this, so we're getting the info just as you are. But it does give a little bit of guidance online, and there's templates to fill out, so please take the time to do that. You were listening to the governor speak, Suzanne, just a little while ago.
He did change the date. He's anticipating June 8th to begin phase 2.
June 8th. And this is also part of the reason why some of our later events later in this year had to be canceled at the time that they were, is because we have to wait for these guidelines. And, it's a very hard thing to do. And our heart goes out to our business members that are trying to wait for these phases to start. We know it's so hard. We know that you've had to adapt and it's very frustrating. We get it. We're here to help. Both our members and non-members. We've had questions asked by non-members. Whatever information we have, we will try to get it out to you as soon as we can. So go to that website. It's forward.ny.gov, and we'll have that info on our website after this. So we'll try to get that up there as soon as we can. But we're hanging in here. So we are. We had our business blender last night.
That was a fun blender.
It was the last one for May. We're going to take a look at how we're going to do these in June. Now that the weather is getting a little bit more mild, the nights are getting longer. I think we might change the schedule for the next couple months. I'm looking at it this weekend and figuring out. We will keep our Tuesday morning business brews at 9 o'clock. So look for that information coming out to register for that. It's a great way to meet and meet new business owners, share information, and just kind of talk about what your needs are. So look for that information coming up. We last week had Brenda Brazeau join us on our business blender, and somehow we had talked her into coming on Roam the Region. And I don't know, we just kind of said, all right, you're on, we're going to get you in. And so sure enough, she is here to join us from Coldwell Banker Integrity. We twisted her arm and she joined us again last night. So thank you, Brenda, for joining us. We're glad that you're here. You're actually just down the road from us right now. Well, for me, and Suzanne's in her apartment today. So tell us a little bit, Brenda, about your history with Coldwell Banker Integrity and what you're doing right now.
I have been a real estate agent for probably 26 years. I've been co-owner of Coldwell Banker for the past 7 years. I'm the managing broker here. But I'm very big into the real estate community altogether. I'm on the board of directors for our multiple listing system. I sit on the professional standards committees. I'm on the forms and contracts committee. So pretty much my whole life is real estate. And we have 2 offices, one in Amherst and one in Lewiston, and I do manage them. So
how is it going between the 2 offices? You know, that must be a lot of just a lot of travel, number one. But number 2, I'm sure the office, you know, you are representing 2 different areas. So how is that? How do you adjust to that?
Well, I think that the point where, you live in one area and that's the only area you work in real estate is long gone.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's technological now. Everybody has access to everything, no matter where they're at. A lot of agents probably work from their homes, So as long as you have the right crew and they're trained correctly and they know what they're doing, I think that, they're pretty much good left on their own with just a little bit of advice and guidance. So.
Sure. And of course, that's changed a lot for the real estate industry the past couple months. A lot of you've had to do a lot of things on your own, from taking photos to, taking video, you name it, things that you may not have done yourself. You may have hired professionally. Now you've had to take into your own hands. What are some of the things that have changed over the past couple months that you've had to adapt to?
Well, a lot of it is the adapting, and it's slowed right down as far as the real estate world. We were not allowed to meet people face to face. We still aren't until we come into phase 2. The guidelines actually just came through this morning, and I haven't had a chance to read over everything. I'm sure there will be new guidelines when people are showing the properties. As far as, I think that we're going to have to log in who's come and gone from a property, who's cleaning up after, each showing, that kind of stuff. But again, they just came out this morning, so we'll have to see how that goes. And I hear the 8th. I thought we were coming out on the 2nd. So you guys surprised me with that this morning. I was getting our plan already and, getting us ready to go. We have all our disinfectant ready and our plan for the office and, sanitizing stations all ready to go. But we'll have to abide by what comes our way. Some of the agents, are afraid, just like the general public. Some of them I've been catering to a little bit more. I'll stop at their houses and pick up their paperwork and do whatever they need me to do just to make them feel safe or whatever's convenient for them.
Sure.
And then some other ones are just grasping it and saying, oh, I'm off and I'm going to show 5 houses virtually, so it just depends on the particular agent and their feelings.
Yeah, I know all of those guidelines did come out today, and there's paperwork you're going to have to sift through. The guidelines do show things such as safety and sanitary conditions, what to do with that, when you're meeting with people. So it's very in-depth. I just had a chance to kind of glance through them quickly, but it is going to take a little bit of a fine-tooth comb to go through. Mm-hmm. So definitely. And, once we get that confirmation that June 8th, again, Suzanne listened just before we came on. We'll get that information out to everybody. But it's a bit disappointing because I think a lot of us were ready next week to move into that next area and to go forth. So it'll take a little bit of time for everyone to adjust if it's another week. So how are you still able to show houses and property during this time? What new tools have you used?
Well, basically, we're FaceTiming our clients, doing virtual tours, sending them to our clients. There's ways to write up a contract now. If they accept our offer, we can have the seller set up with the buyer that they have an opportunity to view the house personally prior to a home inspection. So there's little tools in there that we can use. It's just making it a little tougher. Do the sellers want the people in their houses? Are the buyers comfortable making an offer without seeing it in person? So we're having some hurdles, but it has slowed down. And part of the slowdown is the fact that we have a lot of our clients who are laid off or temporarily furloughed and so they can't finish their mortgage process right now.
Yeah. And that's a hard thing to have to deal with. After this opens, how long do you think this is still going to have an effect on your industry?
Oh, it's going to affect us for a while. Because first of all, what we sell today, we close on 2 to 3 months from now. This is New York State. So, the agents aren't used to getting paid for 2 to 3 months after what they sell. Well, for the past 2 months, where normally it would have been a hot spring market, there's been very few sales. So those checks won't be coming in. So even if they open us up today, they're still not going to get paid for 2 or 3 months down the road. And that's providing that we have the buyer pool out there. I think the listings will come on the market. I know there are buyers out there, but our huge buyer pool, what if they're in the food service industry, or what if they work at a restaurant, or what if they're work at a hotel and, everybody's laid off. Even Catholic Health is furloughing people right now. So, we gotta do what we gotta do. I mean, we gotta keep our nose to the grindstone, I guess, and just try and keep going.
Sure.
We're lucky in the fact that we are a global company. So, we have that big franchise backing. So we have a back end where, the agents are offered almost 3 classes a day that they can log on anytime and just update themselves on what's going on and, learn new tools. And it really helps them as far as coming out a little bit stronger. So.
Definitely. And I think one thing we forget is there are so many different industries that are associated with real estate. There are inspectors, there are designers, there are landscapers, people who sign the mortgage, lawyers. There's so many people involved. Yeah. That it's not just affecting one segment. The ripples go far.
Agreed. In the beginning, everybody was down. But then they let the inspectors back in. They said they were essential. And then they said the photographers could come in if they got deemed essential. So that's helped us a little bit, especially for the agents that are uncomfortable going into the houses, to be able to hire a photographer. But we still can't meet them face to face. It's just, here's the combination. Here's the lockbox. Go in and do the inspection and then let us know how it works. It makes it tough. It really makes it tough.
Yeah. Well, Brenda, Coldwell Banker Integrity has been a great supporter of the chamber, and we appreciate it. I'm sure it's a fun place to work. So what is your favorite thing about working at Coldwell Banker Integrity? What's the secret there? What's the favorite thing that makes it fun?
The people.
You have great agents.
Yeah.
You have a great family there.
We do. And pretty much anybody that comes in the door ends up being part family. And that's it just makes it a great place to work. There is nobody that would not give somebody else the shirt off their back, and are always willing to help. I have a couple agents right now who are pregnant. They haven't wanted to go and show any things, and people are just, happy to go help them or happy to do whatever. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be walking around and going in people's houses right now either. So you just got to do what you got to do. And no one ever thinks twice about it. No one ever thinks twice about helping somebody else, going and helping somebody do something. And it's just a great atmosphere as far as our agents.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. How many agents are there at Coldwell Banker? Yeah, between, I guess, the 2 offices.
Yeah, I think we have 32. Yeah.
Wow. That's you can't control this. I think this is my husband. Poor Marty. He was in the basement all day yesterday. Doesn't he know we're on a national show?
I know. He's just trying to take your fame away. It's not about you, Marty.
It's not. Isn't that funny? Well, we have a couple people that we have a lot of people who've joined in today and commented. Oh. So just a few people who wanted to say hello. Kevin Cabello was on our blender last night, and he says hello. He's watching. Paula Gifford is watching. Nina Nanula says hello. She says hi, everyone. Allie Wright, she says you're the best.
That's my dog.
She better say that.
She's coming from Alabama, so that helps you cross the straight lines today.
We're crossing the lines. Mary Catherine Ramos says hello. So you've got some fans. Jason, wow, Brenda, you've got tons of people watching you. We're so happy to have you on.
How many live feeds do we have?
Well, right now we're up to 17. We were up to 20 something just a few minutes ago, but the comments are coming, Brenda. So everyone seems to enjoy that you're here sharing your information. So how can people contact you? What's the best way to contact you?
you can just log on and go to CaldwellBankerIntegrity.com and search through the agents of who you want. Our Lewiston office number is 754-9963. Amherst is 691-9800. And any agent would be happy to help you. I wanted to tell you guys thank you. I've been joining your Zoom business blenders the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks, and I've been watching what you've been doing. We might not get 100 people on your little site to watch it every day, but for those in the community who have businesses, we look forward to seeing you guys and knowing that you're there. And I know it's tough for you guys right now, so we truly appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Having members like you, that's what makes our job fun. It makes it worthwhile. We try as much as we can to get information out to everyone, but you are a supporter. You come to pretty much everything. So we're so glad that, we're able to still do things in this way to keep connection and keep the communication and connection going with our members. So, this isn't something that we would have thought of 3 months ago, but now we've had to make a change too, and it'll be integrated into our chamber life, so to speak. Somehow it'll continue on this way. We'll learn to grow in a new way.
To talk to people.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is something new. And, you're right when you had said so many different aspects are involved in real estate. Your photographers coming back in, inspectors coming back in. There's an art in every single industry. Every single industry has a specialty. And it's great to see everyone coming together to make another industry work. And so I can't wait for phase 2 for real estate to just get back a little bit more back to normal. It's not going to be 100%, but it shows hope that we get to move forward in some way.
Agreed.
What is, just before we close, what is your favorite event in Lewiston? There's tons of them. What would you say your most favorite one is?
The Jazz Festival.
The Jazz Festival. Yeah, definitely. We are going to miss that this year. It's a bittersweet type of feeling to think about August is going to come and there's no Jazz Festival this year. But next year, 2021, will be bigger and better. So we'll see you on the street then. I know we'll see you before then. But thank you, Brenda, for joining us today. We're so happy that you were a part of it and that we kind of snagged you on last week.
You're so bright and glittery today.
The funny thing is, on our Zoom meeting last night, we came up with
no, we're not going there.
No, we're not. We came up with, I'm just gonna segue into this. We came up with different names. And the bad thing about that is when you log into another meeting, you forget to change what your name was. Pretty embarrassing. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, you did that. It was quite embarrassing for you.
I did it. But thanks for joining, and everyone, we'll see you on Tuesdays. So just a reminder, in June, we are changing our Roam the Region shows to Tuesdays and Fridays. So on Tuesday, we have Tom Fantana from the Lewiston Insurance Agency is joining us. So, we already have our guests lined up for the next couple episodes, but if you'd like to come on, we'll have you on. If you're a member of ours, interested in a segment, I just put our number there, 754-9500. Call and we'll get you on. It's a lot of fun. 20 minutes or less. That's what we keep you to. Brenda, thanks for joining. All these, you've got a fan club. You've got a fan club. Check out all the comments. Andrea Blakelock says she misses you. So
she moved out of state.
She's in Tennessee.
Oh, we are hitting our numbers today, Brenda.
We're hitting them. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.